It's been a lot of ups and downs for the cast of Love and Hip Hop Miami, but we're reaching the end, and Amara is setting the record straight. Young Hollywood and Veronica Vega are determined for you to see their good side, and we get some new music from the cast. Finally, it's the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Miami and the reunion part 1. Let's go.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Let's go, y'all. It's time to get this buzz going. It's so much in tweets and news and gossip. I cannot wait. And we're going to play Guess That Bar. I'm your host, Miss Conversation Piece, and I have my lovely panel with me. Tyler, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Jade, what's up, girl?
What's up, being back here.
Yes, back in the building.
Yes.
And Lanisha, she's ready to go with this news and gossip, right?
You already know I got the tea.
All right, yes, we got the tea tonight for you. So let's get your overall thoughts. We're covering a lot today, the finale and the reunion part 1. What's going on for you overall?
I felt that the reunion was pretty explosive.
Yes.
It seems like it's going to get more explosive as we go on. So next week,
Yeah.
the episode, not a whole lot happening, but I enjoyed it. It was a good 2 hours.
I think that the finale, it was a good finish, if anything, just to finish it off. But I do agree. The finale, if anything, has the tea. It popped off this night.
Yeah.
It definitely popped off.
Yeah, I would say the finale, though, I'm happy that we got to see certain people perform that we haven't seen. So
Finally, a performance from some people who've been waiting their whole life for this.
Yeah.
And I still don't see any closure, but it's cool. I mean, that means more drama for next season, season 3. We're going to keep the drama going, right?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so let's get into our favorite fight, beef, how it was handled. What was your favorite one through the whole season 2?
My favorite beef or just conversations in general were with the men and their dads this time around, because a lot of times it's like women against women arguing over men, but this time I felt like it was different to see the men and them approach their issues with their dads. That was interesting to me.
I would say mine is when Shay went to JoJo's wig. No, that's my favorite one. Just because she came out of nowhere. And then it just switched on to Veronica. So it was like a domino effect almost. So it was a very interesting transition, as well as it was just so random.
Yeah, it was random.
It was so random.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the beef between Trick and Trina.
Yeah.
Trina murdered him. I was like, don't come for her.
did.
You just saying on the whole episode or through the whole season? Like from
No, just that. Well, I mean, she's always been selling him off. But I'm saying for that reunion, though,
Yeah,
come on. She brought it.
She definitely did.
I would like to change mine. I would say, I just thought about it. Bobby and Prince, that fight. Because we were all confused with that.
Yeah, we were.
From?
That's a good one. Yeah.
That was a good one.
I agree with you. Trina and Trick, they are super explosive when they get into it, but I thought it was the one where they were actually performing and he turned her mic off. She was livid. Like, she was about to kill him that day.
Yeah.
And you don't play with an artist when they're on stage and just cut them off.
She's not having
Especially
it.
they stage time.
And especially after you've been dodging her and not meeting her in the studio like you were
Hello.
supposed to.
I really feel like Trick doesn't really know how to take his own responsibility when it comes to situations, because just watching the reunion alone itself, it just seems like he just keeps running away from situations and situation to situation.
I think he's still a grown man in a little boy in a grown man's body. He's grown, but I think when a person spends an extended amount of time in jail, that takes away from your youth. And you're not able to like fully develop because you're not even interacting with people. Like you're in jail. Yeah. So you're not able to have normal experiences. I don't know the time frame of his life that he was in there, but I know he was younger.
Yeah.
So that could definitely have stifled his growth as a man to me.
I agree. And he's a little disrespectful to women after hearing him talk at the reunion. You got a little mouth on you, Trick, okay?
Right. You did not make Trina, even though you helped her get on, but whatever. We'll get into that later. Yeah. Yeah, like they say, make another hoe. Like, you didn't do that.
No.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Favorite storyline of season 2, Miami. We saw a lot of interesting storylines, from health scares to, women beefing with women over men to, relationships budding and going away. Which one was your favorite? Groups breaking up and making up?
There's a lot.
My favorite. Yeah, there's a lot. But my initial one was Amara's storyline. She's always been my favorite because I feel like I can relate to her for some reason. But Shay became one of my favorites at the very end after she talked about her fibroids and everything. But I'm thinking about it, and I kind of like Jessie Woo's storyline because she started very organically, social media, and now she's on, reality TV. And for the most part, she stayed true to her real self, I think.
Well, Tyler, why do you think a lot of people, because last episode we had some tweets, people saying we don't even want Jessie Woo back.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like she's getting that backlash? Because I don't think she's done anything like a racist term or, something that people are hating Veronica and Young Hollywood for. What do you think it is?
I just don't think that she is interesting enough in the aspect of reality TV and drama, because that's what people want to see. They want to see fights, but she's not that person. I don't think, not naturally. It's gonna have to be brought out. I think
the one. Oh, sorry. I think that like for Jessie, I feel like she is really good at having low blows, and I don't think the audience really care for that. If anything, because she's really good at low blows. If anything, throwing things back at your face when the time isn't necessary, if anything.
I definitely agree with that. And period, if you're Team Amara and you're coming for Amara, you automatically...
Not even that, the mom. Like,
oh, Amara's mom.
Yeah, that was definitely a low blow.
Yeah, it was a low blow. You literally said you called her a barbaric bee. I was like, wow.
That one hurt my
yeah,
soul.
so Amara said she's never going to forgive her for that. What about you ladies? Jade, what was your favorite, storyline?
Honestly, it was the Jessie Woo thing. But with that being said, I would say, it brought awareness to many women when it came to sexual abuse. And I really like that they focused on that because we don't touch on that really a lot. And so the fact that that was a main storyline for Jessie Woo and the fact that she spoke about it, I think that, and especially because she's young too, it reached out to so many people. And I like that things like that touch to people because that's what we, at the end of the day, try to be in a platform. We try to be a, role model or something. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I want to steal answers. I would say chaotic in his PTSD. I love that it related to a bunch of the cast members. So that touched me. And of course, Shay's fibroids and her storyline. I feel like I was educated this season.
Definitely. I totally loved Trina. She's an OG. But one thing I like about Trina is she definitely keeps it real and she has real good advice, even when it's coming from her saying something to a family member to, her enemy at that moment. She still kept it real. I feel like she always gives back and helps people. She, is not putting people through hoops like Trick Daddy is. Like, either she's going to help you or she's not. Even, when she had Bobby wait and, still, cultivate his talent, she was still willing to like, oh, I'll get on the verse for you. I'll be in your video. Like, she was always the one to give back. And I think that is important for someone who has had success to give back to the community and give a hand to those on the come up.
Because she's been in the game. She knows what's up. And I respect that about Trina as well, because she even said it in the reunion. She said, you know what? I wanted Bobby to understand the good and the bad, not just because I didn't want to sign him. Like, I needed him to understand there's a good part of the industry and there's a bad part.
Exactly.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah. You know what? Before we move on, I just want to let you guys know that we appreciate you guys so much for being here, watching us every week. Yes. We know the season's coming to an end, but if you want, please subscribe to AfterBuzz TV. It has a bunch of shows, something for everybody, and we need you guys to keep us as the ESPN of TV Talk. So subscribe. If you're listening to us on iTunes, give us 5 stars.
Yes.
And enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we appreciate your commenting. Each and every show, we do look at those comments. So we want to get into who should stay and who should go from the cast of Hip Hop Miami. Just give one person. Or
JoJo.
One?
Oh,
That kinda-
Did that slip out of me?
okay.
Jade wasn't ready for that one.
I was just waiting to say it. Like,
I'm not even going
Who
to
should
sugarcoat
stay and
it.
who should go? Give
I
me,
agree.
give me one
JoJo
of
should
each.
definitely go.
Who should stay?
I think JoJo should definitely go. Only because I just feel like she just doesn't have enough to her story. And she doesn't. Everyone else does, but she doesn't.
Exactly.
Except
All
the boutique.
Lanisha, who you going for?
You,
Oh, you already said it.
She was the first
In
one.
unison.
okay.
I have
She's the
multiple
first
people.
one that's on my list.
All right, who is a definite shoe-in to stay on the cast?
Oh, Amara, huh?
I think so.
But not like putting aside of whether she wants to or not, she would be the first candidate, if anything. Maybe
that you
Shay.
would want to see, yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
I think JoJo should leave, Liz, Prince, and Hollywood.
Yeah, I'm just like, take Veronica, take Young Hollywood, take JoJo, and just get 3 new people. Like, I think, they can find any kind of artist out there in Miami that could do better.
There's a whole bunch. There's
Yeah,
whole
a
bunch.
model, anybody.
But just someone that actually like is doing something, like that are either performing or just
I wonder
going
what
to
Fat
events.
Joe is doing. Isn't he in Miami somewhere?
I think he's big chilling right now on poolside too.
We need another OG on
I
the cast.
know.
Okay.
Hollywood said maybe 3 words this entire season.
And it wasn't even good words.
No.
Right.
They weren't even good.
Maybe we could get Rick Ross, y'all. He ain't doing it.
Oh, that would actually be interesting.
Yeah, get Rick
Ooh.
Ross. He's Gunplay's OG, so that could work.
Perfect. Yeah. See?
Gunplay, talk to Ricky Rose. Get him on the show.
Bring some Wingstop too, because I know it's your favorite.
I'm done.
Any fresh new people that would be a great addition that we see on the radar?
I couldn't think of anybody.
Okay.
I couldn't
Because
think
we're
of anyone.
far removed out here in LA. We don't
Yeah.
know what's going down in Miami.
Miami.
But I do feel like Spice, because we've had a lot of, transitions between franchises. And she's a reggaeton artist. And I feel like reggaeton is big in Miami.
It
and
is,
she
definitely.
would fit in good. Like, she don't really have any ties to ATL. She kind of just moved to ATL. So I think her moving to Miami might be a good look.
I think so
I
too.
got one. Safari. He
No.
been on every single Love and Hip Hop. It's only right.
that
It's
up.
only
Please.
right if he comes to
bring that
Miami with Erica.
That's
he's
true,
with her.
because Erica used to live
She
in
used
Miami
to
when
live
she
in
worked
Miami.
at Dash with Kim Kardashian.
There you
them.
go.
So she knows a little bit about Miami. I think that might
We
work.
found another storyline, y'all.
Okay.
They better give you the credit.
Right, give me some
Okay.
production
Episode.
credit, Mona. That was good.
What about
Listen.
Scrappy and Bambi though? Let them just like settle down a little bit.
They had
Like,
that baby. They kind of like, let me be
true.
low key.
I'm kind of tired of everybody, to be honest.
Any new ones? These seasons, the seasons they're pretty long. They're pretty long with the same people.
I just want some fresh faces would be nice. People we've never seen before would be cool. Like never on any other franchise, any other city.
But do you think even though it's different people will be interested? Because again, you have to try to target the right audience, and the audience has to engage as well. And you know how they like people that are known rather than people that
I
aren't.
think as long as they have that personality, just like we got into Jocelyn. We didn't know who
True.
Jocelyn was, but
Right.
I love me some Jocelyn. And she's in Miami too, so girl,
Oh, yeah.
try to make
Another
that
storyline.
Try to make
Right.
up with her and get on the show, okay?
That
Oh
would be
yes.
interesting.
Ooh,
I
that would
think
be
it's
very
all about
interesting.
social media, the
I
numbers.
hate that. I
think
hate
that's
it.
all that it's about.
Hey, that's what the new day and age is right now. But what do you guys think about Veronica Vega's performance? Because she got to perform and headline at that. So Lanisha, I mean, she came out $1 mela. Juanina $1 mela. I don't know Spanish, y'all. But she did that. Then she was like, twerk, 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 twerk,
Oh my
twerk, twerk.
gosh.
It was such a transition. I don't know what
Such a change.
happened.
Yeah.
I actually liked it. I was like, oh, I hope the performance isn't always like that. I mean, it's nice that you're paying tribute to your culture, but I like ass shaking movie music, so
Crying.
I was with it.
I'm crying. She said, hips don't lie.
I said, hey, it was just her grandma being there.
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
I watched that whole transition. That's exactly what I was talking about. Her face was happy. She was like, oh my gosh, my little granddaughter and everything. Next thing you know, she just rips that off. She said, oh?
Yeah, her jaw was on the floor.
Oh.
Grandma wasn't ready.
That's what we doing?
I would have got a whooping.
I mean,
Throw
you could have
sand or
brought
something.
grandma to rehearsal so you could have prepared her for what
Yeah.
was to come. But I don't know. Maybe it's better to surprise her so she couldn't talk you out of it. Maybe that's what it was. But Pleasure, he's decided to leave Pretty Ricky. But we know, because we've been looking on the social media, that they have hit the stage.
Yes.
So they were obviously able to work it out. What do we think about their interaction throughout this whole season? And just how they are dysfunctional, but I guess something is holding them together.
I'm just shocked to know that they got no money out of this whole thing.
Whoa.
And the dad's not even involved anymore, but they still have drama as a group. So I'm surprised they made it to the stage. Really, I really am, because that drama is deep.
It's very deep. It got to the point where I didn't even think that this would even happen. Honestly, I didn't even think that the reunion would go well. I was very shocked that, Slickum? He wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised because he didn't even talk.
He said
Okay.
the people here.
Right, the whole season, he barely like, he stole the money, and that was the only thing I heard from him.
You know, Pleasure P, I will say, he made a lot of good points to them. Like, are we really going to do this? We beefing outside. Like, all you guys want is the money, money, money. So now I can see why he was so emotional.
But he said Spectacular is just like his daddy. He took the money from the Facebook page. Now, should Spectacular, let us know in the comments, let us know in the live chat, should Spectacular pay out the rest of Pretty Ricky? Even though he put in all the work, they used the name. Should he give some kind of percentage? Let us know what you feel. Jade, what do you feel about that?
I definitely think they should get a percentage for sure. At the end of the day, you are trying to tour as Pretty Ricky, so we need to act like we're all Pretty Ricky, meaning you better share like we are Pretty Ricky. Like,
Definitely. Especially if you have everybody's pictures on that website. If you gonna take all the money, have your picture on the website. Don't put me on the website. Don't talk about me, because then it's not about the group.
Exactly.
That's just not fair.
Listen, all I gotta say is, if we're gonna share the income, then y'all better share that work. That's all I gotta say.
Slick.
You guys get what? 5%. I'll give y'all 5%. I'm doing all this work, and y'all complaining about me getting some money. Bye.
But I think that each and every one of them have their own type of job, though. Like, Spectacular is more like a marketing person, and then Pleasure is more about the music. Everyone has their own roles, I feel like. So that's just the hard part as well. So I feel like, if anything, Spectacular feels like that. Like, this is what I'm in charge of. I should get the share.
Well, I think he should definitely get a bigger share, but he should definitely pay out. Just like if you were to use Beyonce's face for your perfume, you got to pay Beyonce, but she didn't make the perfume. So, you pay for her image or for her to promote it on her social media or to be in a commercial. So, you definitely got to pay the people.
But Beyonce would attend those meetings that they have about the perfume and would be testing them out to see if she likes them. She would be a part of the process. I'm just saying. I got you, Spec. I got you.
I got you.
Don't let them come for you.
So,
Amen.
Veronica's outfit, what did you think about that on the reunion? Not the one on the stage, because I thought her purple hair and the neon, I think that's in. But this Madonna comb bra,
Look.
what is going on?
I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice it until later, because I was like, okay, this is very, patterns. And I looked at her pants, and then I looked up. I was like,
Wait.
I was like, whoa, okay, all right, because she started grabbing it. I was like,
I know.
I think it's not
Like, isn't this an extra arm or something? What is
I don't
going
know,
on?
but it was larger. It was a lot larger than Madonna's cones. I feel like. For
It's because they were showing her from here up for a while, and then they finally.
I was like, wait, hold up.
Yo, I started thinking about Austin Powers. Have you guys seen the movie where things come out and it goes
Oh my gosh.
with the gun?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
When it comes to clothing, do you think that sometimes they go out of character sometimes.
Oh yeah, definitely. This cast for sure is a little sparkly. We're gonna do a special segment next week on the fashion. I want to pull up the
Do's and
pictures.
don'ts.
We're just gonna see. We're gonna rate the top best dressed person and who's worst dressed, and I think it might be Veronica. I don't. But
I would say JoJo looks good though.
Her hair was popping.
oh yeah, JoJo hair.
She said, "I'm gonna make sure y'all not gonna call me a bird today."
So Julian, we find out, has worked with the entire cast. It seems like he seems like he run Miami or something, but he's only been paying attention to Amara. He's been leaving Trina hanging. He's been leaving Jessie Woo hanging, blacklisting her. And so, what do we think about how Julian's handling the business of Miami?
Money. He's following the money. Amara is the money right now. I mean, Trina, yeah, she's popping, but Amara, out of everyone, is popping. Like, out of everyone. I see her on social media, on the commercials, on her posts. I'm like, okay, she's really working. She's the only one that's really working that I see lately for news.
It seems like Julian has a little bit too much on his plate because if you have to take all the focus away from all these people, just focus on one person, like maybe you should just have one client or have 2 clients, not 5.
Yeah, maybe he should.
First off, I didn't even know he managed all those people.
I didn't know he managed.
Right, he's low key with it in the behind the scenes, but I think that's what you need. You don't need a manager all up in the videos trying to show you this what I did. Like, no, just stay back there, and handle the business. And I think that's why he's been with Trina for 15 years because her little assistant was doing too much.
Way too much. And I could see him making a little bit of moves because we saw him Amara with Pleasure. So maybe he was behind that, them working together.
But I did think that it was unprofessional when it came to Jessie Woo, only because, yes, even though you are not on good terms with somebody, at the end of the day, if they have nothing to do with you, if this company has nothing to do with you, you should not badmouth them. Because everyone's trying to get their own. You wouldn't want her to badmouth it to everyone saying, oh, he's a bad manager. But you don't hear that. You know what I'm saying? She's just saying she does not like his management. And he could not take it. And instead he used his platform, used his, used his connections, and he, diminished her reputation. That's not cool. Especially as a woman in general. Yeah. So it's already harder.
Right.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. And another person he's beefing with is what's his name? Bobby.
Yeah.
Now, do you think he's gonna do the same thing for Bobby? I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna, because one, Bobby is related to Trina, and he's not gonna pick up the phone and say, "Hey, don't work with Bobby." So, do you think that's a double standard, or do you think it's just like something was going on with Julian and Jessie Woo? What do you think, Tyler?
I think that Julian has an issue with Bobby's negativity. I don't think it has anything to do with him as an artist or anything like that. It just seems like he's not feeling him. Bobby thinks it's because he's gay. I don't think so.
Me neither.
That's an easy way out to say it's because of that. And if that's really not the reason, you can't just put that on somebody. So
I totally agree. And the way your response is the same response as Tip was. She was like, okay, well, he was just saying he does not like you. But that does not mean that you need to take it to an extent. And I feel like Bobby was definitely using the card, and he should have not, because he shouldn't have, because I feel everyone understood, okay, Bobby tripping.
He been tripping on everybody. He just went
unnecessary
to another level with his anger.
But it's like, if you want to be liked so bad, then stop being messy and stop popping off on everyone.
Yeah. It was very unnecessary, because even Trina had to check him.
She was like, stop. And then she even said, it's not because, he doesn't like gay people or not. It's not that. Take that out of the question.
Yeah. And I agree with you, Tyler. That's a serious accusation. Yeah,
you cannot make that.
Do not be putting that on people if that's not true.
Right. Yeah, and we find out that, Clear Vision that Bobby is signed to, Baby Blue, is actually with them too. Oh. And he does a lot. He says he's written and produced for a lot of people, and I guess that's how he's been making his money. Because I was wondering, like, why are you getting all these suits and all because he's looking like a pimp, but I guess he's, making publishing and royalties and masters and all that stuff. So Clear Vision seems to be making moves, even though they're new. I mean, they got Baby Blue, they got some money to give to Bobby.
So they doing something right.
Okay.
It must be. It must be.
So they got into why Trina and Bobby were kind of into it, and we kind of got into that on that episode. But do you feel like Bobby made the best decision for him?
Definitely made the best decision for him. Like he said, and like Trina agreed, she said that, you know, she's busy. She has a lot to do. She has other artists. She has to manage her own career. So to then manage Bobby on top of that, and he's family, it's just a lot, I think, for her.
Yeah.
But she has 3 new artists that she debuted at her showcase. Maybe we could see them more on the show. That could be some fresh faces right there.
There you go.
You know,
There
that
you
might
go.
be a good look, because I think one of them came around doing that visual with Trina and the whole cast, and so they got introduced that way as well as the showcase. So I think they might be a good addition. I don't know their personalities, but maybe.
I think so.
Yeah.
It seems like if they bring new people onto the show and they have some substance, like they have something we can relate to, I don't feel that it would be that hard to fall in love with the characters, even if they are unknown. I don't feel like that should be a reason why you don't give someone a chance.
Because they do good job at transitioning of, oh, this is my friend. Like, they go to a party and introduce each other. So I do like how they do that. Mix it
Yeah,
up.
Trick introduced his new artist, Buddy Rowe, who was in jail for 22 years.
Yeah.
And he's already ready to work with this guy. Like, I think that's very strange. First of all, you need time to adjust. You still in the halfway house. You still got a ankle monitor on. How you going to be in the studio late at night? I don't understand. But
Build one in your home.
Right.
But I thought it was very strange, because Trick is, I don't know, his personality is almost, like you said, coming off to be very women bashing, and he's ready to work with this artist, but you're not ready to go in with Trina and do this 25th anniversary or whatever album y'all are doing to, you know, kind of have legendary status in Miami, or just, you already legends, but just to cap it off. And I don't know, this Buddy Rowe, what do we think about him? He looks young to be in jail for 22 years.
Yeah.
Didn't look
Dang,
old.
when did he get in there?
Like, he must have been like 13 or something. Or 8.
I think it's just the fact that he's a yes man. Like, Trick needs a yes man, someone that's going to follow him, not call the shots with him or be above him.
Well, I mean, because Trick doesn't like to be undermined by people. You can tell that by just in general when women do that, let alone a man. Why would he let that happen, you know? Why would why would he be surrounded with people that he can't control? Pretty much.
Yeah. The control, that's the good word.
It's control.
Especially for
yeah,
Trick.
for sure.
I don't know. I think this 22 years in jail, you would have PTSD. You might be holding shanks. You never know. Like, I don't know what's going on. You might need some time to adjust first.
And he might not be your same friend that he was 22 years ago.
Exactly.
You got success, and he's just coming out of jail. You don't want to risk him using you? I don't know. That just seems a little sketchy.
Yeah, it's very sketchy. So I want to get into Guess That Bar. Y'all ready?
My favorite game.
Yeah.
All right, Jay, we got you.
Guess That Bar. This is where I read the lyrics in monotone, and the ladies have to guess the artist and the song.
She said, and.
But if you are in the live chat right now, you can play along with us. So
Definitely.
feel free. All right.
Oh, wait, before you go, I want to give a shout out to
Okay.
Zayas B. Lou. Shout out to you. Thanks for watching. We see you in the comment.
We see you.
All right.
I'm excited.
You're scaring me.
What's the era?
I got my grub on, but didn't pig out. I finally got a call from a girl I want to dig out. I hooked her up on later as I hit the dough, thinking, will I love another 24? Had to stop at a red light, looking at my mirror. It was no jackers in sight.
I don't know this one.
My face was like, huh?
Now, if you don't know this, I don't know what to tell you.
sounds
Like, this
familiar,
one right
man.
here, I know you got to know it. But,
Look, there's a lot of pressure.
okay, so it was a good day by Ice Cube.
See, I knew it.
I
didn't know. I'm just kidding.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank God. I don't know, but today seems kind of odd. No barking from the dog, no smog, and Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog. Y'all remember that, right?
Definitely.
All right, that was that.
So maybe we should get, this conversation over here in Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I can
let's
get my
go
videos.
Okay.
Everything in there.
Right.
Okay, I know you're gonna know this one. This is another old school one, so think back in the day. All right.
She always making us think.
Why we gotta think?
Oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start.
Ooh.
You ever had a girl and met her on a nice hello? You get her name and number, and then you feeling real mellow. You get home, wait a day, she's what you want to know. Then you call her up, and it's her girlfriend or her cousin's house.
You were looking for the rhyme?
I was like,
It's not a front. F to the R to the O to the N to the T. It's just her boyfriend's at her house, and that's what's scary.
F-R-O-N-T.
We trying to spell.
How many brothers out there just know what I'm getting at? Who thinks it's wrong because I'm splitting and co-hidden at?
oh my gosh.
Well, if you do, that's okay. Y'all don't know. They don't know.
We suck
Y'all.
at this.
Hidden that.
You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. You down with OPP?
Look,
It was too old for y'all. Y'all like, I ain't heard that in 20 years.
We're like,
I'm only 23. Okay.
I mean, I know some old school DJs out there still
Listen,
playing
old
it.
school. I listen to
I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's
I
playing,
listen to NSYNC.
oh my God, okay.
I need y'all to listen to hip hop, okay?
Don't get me wrong. I feel like if you heard that at a club or whatnot, you'd be like, okay, hey, I've heard this before. I've heard it on the radio, but I don't know the song or anything.
You heard
Okay.
the beats. Then that's it.
Well, you gotta know this one. This was all over the radio.
Oh man.
Slide on a pimp gang with my pinky ring.
Hey.
Lot of gang, lot of bees, and an icy chain. Why you claim that you're rich? That's a false claim. I'd be straight to the whip. No baggage claim.
Whoa,
Clean on the inside.
Wait, is it? No?
Right.
Wait, say it again.
Oh,
Say-
see.
I heard it before.
I be rocking it like it's fresh out the pan. Only when I'm taking pics, I'm not the middleman.
I thought I knew
Sounds
it,
like-
but I don't.
Walk,
Isn't this
talk
Moody?
like a boss. I just lift a hand. 3 million cash. Call me Rain Man.
Is it Miss Booty? Miss New Booty?
Oh.
Nope,
Nope. It's Tiger Taste. Taste.
Oh.
Let me get a taste. Taste.
Dang.
I knew y'all was gonna know that. That's new.
I thought it was clean on the inside.
Because you were doing, old school. I was like, oh, okay, I'm prepared. Like, all right, what's this one? Maybe some Belle Biv DeVoe or, something else.
No, I gotta switch it up for you. You think it's
I
two
love
old
that.
school and a new school. Next time it's gonna be a new school and 2 more old schools. No. All right, they just can't get it right. Unfortunately, you guys, let us know what you think about Guess That Bar. If you know any of the lyrics when you hear them. Let's get into the trending tweets. These are the juicy tweets that we pull from the internet from all the super fans who loving hip hop Miami. So take it away, Jade.
All right.
Girl, what's going on in this Twitter world?
My gosh, let's dig up some history. Okay, y'all. Tell me why a old video was dug up from a follower, and it was JoJo at American Idol.
Ooh, before the surgery, child.
Listen. First of all, is this the talent that everyone was talking about? Because I haven't heard you sing though yet, JoJo. What happened?
We didn't even know she was a singer.
We didn't know.
I didn't until this.
At all.
Until this. This was dug up. Like you have to literally Google search her whole name. Like not even JoJo. It has to be Joanna. Like
Yeah. Don't
Let's
call her
just
Joanna.
say-
She gonna be mad.
yeah.
Don't
Let's
call her
just
that.
say she
sorry
was
about
blessed to have that millions of dollars.
Child.
Wasn't music,
Would y'all
though.
go on American Idol knowing you can't sing?
Listen,
No.
that was my favorite part
No.
of American Idol. I'm not gonna lie. I'm so
audition,
sorry that
yeah.
people did not get it. But that was the best part. The next day, you would go to work and be like, "Did y'all hear about? Remember that person that sang it or whatever?" Like you
Yes.
know
Those are the-
specific parts because of American Idol.
And a lot of
Definitely.
people got famous based off of
Yeah.
them not even being able to
Exactly.
sing.
Yeah, it's true. Maybe it was a genius idea.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We also have another tweet, and it's about Veronica Vega, and they say, Miss Leandra says, Veronica Vega has no one but herself to blame for using the N-word. That was literally the main issue people had with her. That's not on Amara.
It's not.
I agree.
100%.
It's definitely not Amara's fault for that.
I don't think either, because also Amara is representing the black community as well. So it's not like she can just be like, oh, okay, well, my friend can say it. No, because at the end of the day, everyone has their own feel about when someone says that, someone non-black that says the N-word.
Right. And like Amara said, they weren't friends at that point.
That
So why
part.
would you expect her to defend you?
Well, Veronica's saying, one, she's not racist. She grew up like this. And at one point, she was claiming that she was black, but then she was Venezuelan and Mexican and something else. I don't know what she is, but she's switching up. She's switching up regardless. And at the end of the day, what I think she was asking is for Amara to have her back, even though they weren't friends, because Amara knew that she wasn't coming from a racist place, that she was just saying it as a part of, oh, I grew up in the hood and I thought it was cool because my other homies said it was cool.
So do you think that Veronica expected Amara to say it because she knew that Amara is Afro-Latina? Meaning she should get the support, like a lot more support, understand that why Amara should defend Veronica. That makes sense.
I think it was more because they knew each other and because she felt like, oh, I hung out with her. She knows I'm not racist, so why don't she say, well, Veronica's not like that, but I'm not cool with her. But she doesn't have to go into like detail of like, oh, she's my best friend, but she could still say, hey, she's not racist. But I mean, I don't blame Amara. Like,
But
dead to me.
But if we remember the last reunion, Amara did say something. Like, they asked her about her opinion, and she corrected it. She's like, I don't think she meant to say it like that, because I have known her. But after that, okay, our history's done. You called me a B, everything. I'm done.
Right. And I feel like if you're looking for her to stand up for you, then why didn't Young Hollywood stand up for you? I feel like the whole cast could have stood up for her.
Well,
not
I
just
feel like
Amara.
Trick was, and that was super weird to me when he was like, "Oh, well, Amara, you can't even
that was
speak
not necessary.
English,
That was not
and
necessary.
she
That was out of
does." And I'm like,
But she
"What
was
is he
like, "Go
taking
on."
up for her for?" Like,
She literally looked like a queen. She said, just keep going, please.
but the thing is, remember when he even took her to this podcast to defend Veronica? I'm like, what is it with you and Veronica and you letting her say this and it's okay?
But I understand also where Veronica, I don't believe that it's appropriate, but I do understand where Veronica is coming from, because she's like, you know, she did grow up in that environment. And when you grow up in that environment, when you're around predominantly black people, there are some people who are non-black that believe they can say it because their black friends literally don't say anything. They're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But why
think they
did she
should say
say
something?
she was black? Like, I mean, I get that. Like, I'm not still not saying it's okay, but
why
I
would she
get
say
it.
it?
But
Yeah.
why did she say I'm black, knowing that you're not black, knowing that if somebody pulled you over, they're not gonna chase you like they did Chaotic. They're not gonna do the same thing because you can just get away with your skin. You don't have to say nothing. Like, we gotta worry about what's coming out of our mouth. You know, you don't because of your color, but whatever.
No, I agree with that.
So we have one more tweet, which says from andstyle.com. She says, Bobby, just because someone doesn't like you personally because you're loud, extra, and messy, it doesn't mean they're homophobic.
You are so dumb with the hide your kids, hide your wife meme.
Oh my gosh.
Up there.
A time.
Yes,
A time. A classic.
I mean, what do you think? Do you think he's taking stuff personally, or do you think he's really causing this trouble? And this is the reaction you're gonna get from a Julian or whoever else don't like you out here in these streets.
He is causing trouble. He literally said on the reunion, he said, he doesn't even say hi to me.
But why doesn't he say hi to you? It could be for a lot of different reasons.
So, but the thing is that I focused on is he doesn't say hi to me. You are a grown man. Why do you care so much of a person saying hi to you? You don't care about all these other people that talk bad about you. So why does this matter to you?
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's questionable.
It seems like he's just not getting the attention from Julian that he gets from other people. Nobody's, I don't know, kissing his butt or whatever.
But it's
Who
not
knows?
like Julian was even working with him in the first place. So that's the crazy part.
It's because of Trina. I think because he was around Trina and he was trying to get signed. So, you know, he probably was like all up in Julian's face. And he's like, well, why he not saying hi to me? I'm trying to get signed by Trina and you her manager. Like, I think that's what it was.
Bobby wants the attention. He said it to Trina. He requires a lot of attention. That's what it was. It was a little small thing, and he made it a big thing because he wanted some TV time.
You know he wants attention because he always got got something on his head. He had the big thing with the horns on it. Then he had Amara's wig on. He had some sparkly whole little outfit on at the reunion. Yeah, he was fly, but he's gonna get attention. Period.
Definitely. Right? All you see is this. Yeah. In the corner.
So let's get into our breaking news and gossip with Lanisha.
Yes, guys.
Yes, Lanisha,
So
break it to us.
I would just like to first say I am shocked.
Ooh.
With the tea.
Okay, because Pretty Ricky is back on stage with B2K.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the Millennial Tour. Get your tickets, y'all.
They haven't broke up yet. I can't believe it's going down. They got about 20 more dates, y'all. We're going to see how long it lasts.
And so far, nobody has been replaced. I know they were talking about replacements at the reunion. I
Right.
saw everybody's face,
Lingerie.
even
Yes.
Slickum.
Slickum was there? Okay, good.
Slickums can still work it, okay?
Yes.
That's so funny.
And we're also going to continue with Shay talking about her fibroids. And she's actually using the social media to help other people who are going through fibroids. She's using all of the brands that she has used to help her stabilize it and everything. So check out her social media page because she is helping other people out.
So did she actually go through surgery already?
Yes, she did, and
Okay.
she looks good.
Okay. Did she
She
say
looks
anything about the
amazing.
scar? Does she have one? Do you know?
I didn't see the scar on her. I'm sure it's there because like when surgery, you automatically get a scar. But she's still doing her workout videos and everything, and her body looks banging, y'all. She looks
Yes,
good.
you saw her
Shit's
on the
good.
show when they were in Carnival. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, I see why you want to keep your
Yeah.
stomach out. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
looks good.
and she did a lot of posting like with her stomach out, so she's clearly not like ashamed of it or anything.
And as she shouldn't be. That she's also giving reasons for women who have to go through stuff like this to embrace it. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be known as something to hide. If anything, it should be something to be proud that you overcame.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And like we were talking about earlier, it's good that now she can stand for something positive opposed to just being kind of connected to the drama and that's it. Because that's all we knew her for before.
But
Yeah.
I do like how she was very interactive when it came to the reunion because she was being truthful. She was trying to get questions out that everyone was asking about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
and
did
I
well.
do know with modern technology, they do have a way to have surgery with minimal scars. So that's another thing, you know, because I do know, like, even though we were saying it's a vanity issue, people are very self-conscious about things like that. So, you know, they've come across different modern medicine techniques to try to minimize that. So
What can
let's-
technology do?
I know.
It's
I
kind of
know.
scary.
I know, but we're gonna get into our predictions. That's some more futuristic things right there.
You're AfterBuzz TV.
It's like a party.
Because there is a part 2 of this reunion. What's happening, y'all? What's going to happen?
Excited.
We ain't going
Lanisha,
nowhere.
what's gonna happen?
JoJo is gonna get jumped. I'm sorry, but she has beef with every single body in the cast. And just one wrong word, someone's gonna get out their chair and jump her. I just have
A
a
shoe
feeling.
gonna get thrown or something.
I pray that her wig is on.
Ooh,
I pray that it's sewed in
wig.
tight. Okay.
Need lots of bobby pins and glue.
Okay.
Yes, I think I agree with Lanisha honestly because it seemed like this whole part 2 because JoJo has not spoken this whole part 1, so I feel like part 2, it's all on JoJo, all on her because everyone is going at her from what it seems like. She deserves it though, so I ain't gonna really trip.
Yeah, this is the time.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I think Bobby's going to come for Liz. I don't think they're going to get, like, close
But-
enough to fight, but I think
Yeah.
he's
Why
going
would
to
he try to? I don't think he's gonna try to fight
I
her.
think they're gonna address the situation of why Bobby doesn't like Liz on like actually why because they did it a little bit on the show, but they're gonna actually talk about it.
All right, well, let me give you my predictions. I think JoJo still got the roots. They didn't come off. And Bobby, he's definitely going to try to keep it real, but Prince is not going to let it go. And he's going to be slick with his slick down hair.
That
No,
blowout.
I know. I'm glad he had braids on the reunion. But
Yes,
you guys, thank
with
you
the-
so much for tuning in and watching with us each and every week. Reunion part 2 is coming up next week, and then Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Make sure you stay connected with me on Instagram at MISS Conversation Piece or tweet me at Miss Combo Piece. What's up, guys? Tell me where to find you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Tyler S. McKinney or on YouTube at Tyler McKinney.
Okay.
I love her.
You can go ahead and find me. My name is Jade Ming. You can find me on Instagram, MyMingOfficial, MAIMING Official.
And I'm Lanisha. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Lanisha, spelled Lanisha 914.
That's all, folks. We'll be back next week, boy. Okay.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.